I wonder how many people I've looked at all my life and never seen. And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. Maybe everybody in the whole damn world is scared of each other. All great and precious things are lonely. There ain't no sin and there ain't no virtue. There's just stuff people do. It's so much darker when a light goes out than it would have been if it had never shone. I got you to look after me, and you got me to look after you, and that's why. All war is a symptom of man's failure as a thinking animal. What good is the warmth of summer, without the cold of winter to give it sweetness? And the little screaming fact that sounds through all history: repression works only to strengthen and knit the repressed. Ideas are like rabbits. You get a couple and learn how to handle them, and pretty soon you have a dozen. I was born lost and take no pleasure in being found. There's more beauty in truth, even if it is dreadful beauty. I guess there are never enough books. To be alive at all is to have scars. My imagination will get me a passport to hell one day. When two people meet, each one is changed by the other, so you've got two new people. Anything that just costs money is cheap. Sometimes a man wants to be stupid if it lets him do a thing his cleverness forbids. A sad soul can kill you quicker, far quicker, than a germ. No man really knows about other human beings. The best he can do is to suppose that they are like himself. People like you to be something, preferably what they are. A man so painfully in love is capable of self-torture beyond belief. It would be absurd if we did not understand both angels and devils, since we invented them. Power does not corrupt. Fear corrupts. Perhaps the fear of a loss of power. If you're in trouble, or hurt or need, go to the poor people. They're the only ones that'll help, the only ones. I shall revenge myself in the cruelest way you can imagine. I shall forget it. It was her habit to build up laughter out of inadequate materials. Don't worry about losing. If it is right, it happens. The main thing is not to hurry. Nothing good gets away. When a man says he does not want to speak of something, he usually means he can think of nothing else. A man without words is a man without thought. Can you honestly love a dishonest thing? People who are most afraid of their dreams convince themselves they don't dream at all. Perhaps the less we have, the more we are required to brag. It's awful not to be loved. It's the worst thing in the world. It makes you mean, and violent, and cruel. It's a hard thing to leave any deeply routine life, even if you hate it. Perhaps it takes courage to raise children. How can we live without our lives? How will we know it's us without our past? You know how advice is, you only want it if it agrees with what you wanted to do anyways. I wonder why progress looks so much like destruction. The quality of owning freezes you forever in I, and cuts you off forever from the we. I am happy to report that in the war between reality and romance, reality is not the stronger. You're bound to get ideas if you go thinking about stuff. No one who is young is ever going to be old. Men really do need sea monsters in their personal oceans. Don't make everyone know about your sadness. A journey is like marriage. The certain way to be wrong is to think you. Death was a friend, and sleep was death's brother. You can only understand people if you feel them in yourself. I guess I'm trying to say, grab anything that goes by. It may not come around again. Up ahead there's 1,000 lives we might live, but when it comes it'll only be one. Remember that the most beautiful things in the world are the most useless, peacocks and lilies for instance. Muscles aching to work, minds aching to create, this is man. Trouble with mice is you always kill them. Man has a choice, and it's a choice that makes him a man. Intention, good or bad, is not enough. Being at ease with himself put him at ease with the world. There are no ugly questions except those clothed in condescension. I suppose our capacity for self-delusion is boundless. No story has power, nor will it last, unless we feel in ourselves that it is true and true of us.